everyone, it's Melissa. Today's video is favorites. And as you can see, I'm in a different place. I'm downstairs. Our upstairs unit, you know, my last video you showed me, I showed you that it was not working and we hope we could fix it, and I was sweating and everything. But couldn't be fixed. So they've got one on order. Don't know when it's going to get in. They said at least a week. So we'll see. Hopefully we'll get it soon. But having to film downstairs, we do have air conditioning downstairs. But anyway, I'm going to go ahead and get started. Actually, I'm going to tell a small story that's leading into the first one. So this last Saturday when I filmed that video, I was really hot. And it was it was 89 degrees upstairs, almost 90. So I was filming and I wouldn't be satisfied, and I'd film something again and wouldn't be satisfied. So I was up there for quite a while, and I'd get all sweaty and then I'd go wipe off and, you know, freshen up again and sit back down and film some more. And then that night I didn't feel real well, and I woke up Sunday morning and I thought, I don't feel well. So I went to the restroom, and I go to the restroom a whole lot, you know, because I have Crohn's disease. I know that's TMI. But I went to the restroom, and then I thought, something's wrong. I felt like I was dying. I felt this sense of doom. My heart was just going crazy, and everything was rushing real fast through my body, but everything was fading out in my mind. And so I got up and I went in there Doug was in the kitchen, and I didn't faint, but my legs gave out. So I was lying there, and Doug, you know, came over and said, what's wrong? I said, I don't know, I think something's bad wrong with me. He said, well, let's go to the hospital. I said, well, maybe it's a panic attack. Let me go lay down on the couch and see, you know, make sure I'm get calm. So I picked up my water bottle and I went and laid down, and I looked at that water bottle and I realized the 4 previous days when I'd go to the bathroom a whole lot because I have Crohn's and sweated real hot in that hot room upstairs, I had taken, this bottle is 20 ounces. I had only drunk that much of it in 4 days. I was dehydrated. So I started drinking water and I started feeling better, and Doug went and got me a supplement to put in the water to give me more electrolytes, and I drank and drank and drank, and I was just fine. So that leads my first one. For my advice is make sure you don't forget to drink your water. It wasn't that I didn't mean to, I thought I was. I was carrying it around with me. I carried it around with me all the time, but I wasn't drinking it. I would take a sip here and a sip there to swallow a vitamin or something like that. But I drank coffee, and I noticed like in the middle of the night I'd wake up and my mouth would just be where it would be hard to open my mouth. It would be so dry. So I'd take a sip of water and think I was good and go back to sleep, but I wasn't really hydrating. So stay hydrated during this heat especially. But you know, I've been drinking water, and I do like water just fine, but for a treat, I thought I would talk about this sparkling ice. All my grandchildren told me about this, and I thought I'm not going to like it because I just don't like sparkling water, and I don't like flavored water. I tell you, these are so good. I ended up buying a bunch of them, and you know, I can't drink them all the time because I can have maybe one a day because, you know, they get expensive. They could rack up the price, but it is so good to have as a treat once a day. It's just sparkling ice is the name of it. This is the black raspberry. I've got all different flavors in there, and they're all good. So I thought I would talk about that if you need to stay hydrated, and we all need to stay hydrated. Okay, I'm going to do the makeup first, then I'll do the clothing and shoes. And a couple of my things this time that I have liked and I end up buying this month are a little on the pricey side, I will have to say, but I'm going to talk about them anyway. You know, I kind of buy some drugstore and some pricey stuff. My skincare is on the pricier side, but I don't use very much of it, and I don't switch around, so I always think, you know, I end up saving some money. But that's besides the point. But here's my makeup. Okay, I've got it on today. I have loved using, I never thought I'd say that, Rock Chick by Charlotte Tilbury. I've got on Charlotte Tilbury's lipstick today, and then I've got this eyeshadow palette on. I did a video on it. I'm still using it. But yeah, I can't quit using it. And I think it's gonna last a long time. It was pricey, but I think it's gonna last a long time. I try to think about that. Will I go through it fast? Will I have to repurchase it? Or will it last me for a real long time? And I think that one will. And the next one, I don't know if this is still available. I hope it is, but it is what I've been using for purples. And this is the Revlon Colorstay. It's a little quad. The color is Precocious. So that is by Revlon Colorstay. I hope that maybe I can find it on Amazon. I think that's all my makeup. Now, let me go to my hair to talk about this shampoo. I think I've talked about it before. It's Kerastase Densifique, and I know I'm probably not pronouncing that right, but it is a bodifying, a volumizing shampoo. And for some reason, I keep going back to this. I'll go to my Nioxin or I'll go something else, and I always go back to this, and there is no scientific reason why this would be true. But my hair sheds less when I use this. Maybe it's just keeping it from breaking off at the root as much. I don't know, but I love this shampoo. Now, the only bad thing about it is it dries out my ends, so I have to use something really strong on the ends, whatever your preference is for a good moisturizing conditioner. But for the shampoo, I really like this. It does not strip my color. I will get just my normal regrowth, but in some shampoos, especially, that's a bad thing about the Nioxin. I love using the Nioxin, but I can go to the hairdressers and get my roots touched up. First time I shampoo it, it's about washed out. I mean, that's a bit of an exaggeration, but it sure does wash out a lot more quickly than something like this. This has been really good to hold my color and to make my hair have more body. Now, you do have to really moisturize your ends, but I really like this shampoo. Okay, next I'm going to go to clothing and shoes. The first one is what I have on, and I just bought another one, and I saw another one, a blue one, like that royal blue came in from Amazon. But I've worn this, I think I wore it in the last video. These are like a turtleneck halter top. I can wear a turtleneck, and I like off the shoulder. I don't like something like right there, because then the end of it kind of rubs against my neck, and my neck gets irritated very, very easily. But I love the turtleneck with the arms cut out. I just think that's such a nice look, and it's something that can actually be carried over into the fall with putting a blazer over it, and that's a nice look too. But I have it in orange. I bought it in black, and then I saw that it came in navy too. So I'll have to wash that and wear that another time. I have really been enjoying these. Let me see if I can see the name of them to tell you all. Okay, this one's Amelia Boutique. I think it's the same ones. I think it might be some people that took over Patty Boutique. I always recommend Patty Boutique for off the shoulder, and those have just worn like crazy. I'm in the process of replacing those now because I've about worn the elastic out over the years, but this is Amelia Boutique, and got it off Amazon for a good price, and under $20 per top. And then I've been replacing my off the shoulder. The brand names changed so much, so I found this one. And I bought this stripe one, I bought a black one, and I bought some very nice warm colors for fall. A brown, I think they might, I'm going to look and see if they have a mustard color. I love that color in fall, kind of the color of my walls. I've got an orange one, of course. I always wear a lot of orange in the fall. And then I've got this black and white one, and I've got a gray one. I've got just a bunch of colors. But I love these little tops, and the elastic is nice at the top to not come down, not fall down. I will wear them either here or just, wide neck like that. So I've bought several of those, and then my shoes are the ones also that those tops were, inexpensive. This is another item, the Charlotte Tilbury and the Kerastase, and then the shoes are pricier ones. I wanted some Huaraches. They've been around a really long time. They're classic. I I don't know why, I just started thinking about them. And I got the urge, and I really researched the ones that would last me a long time, because you kind of break them into your foot. They hurt at first and they're stiff. And so you have to do certain things, you know. Some of them they say to wet it and let it mold it to your foot. I was afraid to wet these, but you know, I've been wearing them around the house to let it mold to my foot. And once you get them broken in, they are wonderful shoes. And they're so classic and classy. I just think they're marvelous. I'll wear them into the fall. We have late winter, so I'll wear them until it gets too cold. But they're just, I really like them. But I love these. And yeah, they were pricey, unfortunately. Let me see the name of them. They're from Nisolo, and there are videos on the care that they take in creating their shoes, their boots. There are a shoe line. And so I thought about it and I thought about it. And I still had a little bit of birthday money left over from Amazon, and I had returned a couple of things. So I thought, I'm going to take that money and invest in these shoes. So I did, and I just love them. They're classic. They're a craftsman type product, and they're just, I just love them. I really do. And then the last thing are these sunglasses that I got. I ordered them from Walmart after seeing them on Tiffany D. They're dirty. I'll have to clean them. But I have really enjoyed wearing them. I think they cover my eyes nicely. I don't know, I just like the color, I like the style, and I've been real happy with those sunglasses. Now I will list below the TV shows that we've been watching. I will list below the channels, a link to the video show and to the channel. And you get to it by, there's a little arrow if you're on your phone, there's a little triangle at the top, you can click it. There might be on some devices a show more, but it's just right underneath the video where I start talking about what the video's about. Okay, now let me get to my app. I kind of feel like today, since I'm not in my usual place, I feel a little like something's not right, like I'm not doing it right or something, but we'll see how it turns out. Okay, one of them, this one is from Netflix. I wrote it out, and I haven't talked about, I usually talk about all my things on Instagram, but I haven't talked about this one because I don't know. I'm going to tell y'all what it is. I don't know if you want to watch it or not. It was very disturbing. We had to fast forward through some descriptions. I'm going to read you the plot summary because I'm always afraid when I talk about things that I'm going to give it away. And this one is one I don't want to give away. A young mother's mysterious death and her son's subsequent kidnapping blow open a decades-long mystery about the woman's true identity and the murderous federal fugitive at the center of it all. So what the disturbing part is everything this young mother has gone through her whole life. And you don't find out things till the very end. I can't say more than that, but it is very disturbing, but it is a riveting story. It is so pitiful. It's really pitiful, but the people that told her, it's on Netflix, the people that told her story, you could tell, needed to tell her story, and the people that were left behind needed to tell her story. And so I wanted to watch it kind of to honor her. So that's all I'll say about it, but it is not a pleasant story at all. So like I said, I had to skip through parts because I just couldn't take it anymore. You know, we could tell when descriptions of what things that had happened were coming up, and we would just kind of go through because we would hear enough and then, okay, can't hear that anymore, hear enough, can't, yeah, we'd have to just kind of fast forward through it. But it's well told. They did a good job. The next one is Grace, the second season of the TV show Grace. It stars John Sim, and it's a UK show. John Sim is a DS, he's a detective, And the first season, and it carries over into this season, his wife has disappeared and been gone for several years. And so he solves crimes, but in the back of his mind, he sort of, is searching for what happened to his wife and why she just suddenly disappeared and what happened to her. So this season, he, there's a little love angle involved and stuff like that. So it is really good, very well acted. He's such a good actor. He was in Life on Mars. That was good. That was really good. That was done several years ago, but he's a really good actor, and he's one of those, when you see him, you know who he is. But Grace, the second season of Grace was really good. The next one is the Broken Wood series. They just came out and finished season 8, series 8, and it takes place, I believe, in New Zealand, where it is. I always thought it was Australia, but it's New Zealand, I'm pretty sure. But it's a group of detectives, and they've got a good personality. The cast is so good, and the personalities just, I don't know, they're kind of quirky, but really, really good. It reminds me along the same, it's slightly more lighthearted detective series, kind of along the lines of the Midsummer Murders, more so than something a little bit heavier. But, they have crimes and stuff like that, but it's a little more quirky. It's a little quirkier. So Broken Wood, the next season of it. But start over at the beginning if you're going to watch Broken Wood, because it's very much worth watching. Better Call Saul, the prequel, and part of it overlaps with Breaking Bad, which is one of the best shows ever created, but Better Call Saul right up there with it. It ends, the whole series ends on Monday night. After the last show, there's going to be an after show on the same network. I think it's AMC. There's going to be an after show where they're going to discuss everything that happened. The director, the producer, the writers, all the actors are all going to be on there. It's going to be really something for the actors and all the people that did this show to recap it and talk about it. I think that's going to be almost as interesting as the finale, but I've heard the finale, you want to grab somebody when you watch it. It's one of those iconic, like the last episode of Seinfeld or Sopranos, or one of those series that have run a long time and they come to a big end and you get to finally find out what happened. So Better Call Saul, and I can't wait for Monday night. I'm going to get me a big thing of ice cream. Doug and I are going to get a thing of ice cream and just eat it and be indulgent and enjoy the show thoroughly. Okay, the next one is Queens of Mystery. I don't know when that second season came out. I think we might have let it we overlooked it, but we did watch it this past month. It's really good. It's about a police woman, and she, solves crimes and stuff, but she's raised by her 3 aunts that are all sisters, that were the all sisters to her mother. And evidently there's a secret about her mother's disappearance. We don't know, but they keep hinting at it. The 3 sisters know what has happened to the mother, but they don't want their niece to know. But of course the niece is very curious because she's on the police force. So she kind of secretly investigates that, but she solves crimes at the same time. So it's cute too. It's a little bit more lightweight like Broken Wood, but it's good. The Queens of Mystery. The characters on there are just, they're very cute and charming, and I love the 3 aunts, her 3 aunts. Okay, the last one we finished last night. I think it's finished. It is on Netflix, and it is Inventing Anna. I liked it a lot, but I don't know how I feel about it. Does that make sense? I really liked it, but I don't understand how this happened. I don't understand how this 25-year-old girl that I've seen real pictures of her, and the actress, I think, portrayed her pretty well. I've seen pictures of her in her Instagram account. She just didn't seem like anything too special, and she conned everybody that was anybody in New York City into giving her money, and I just don't see how that happened. She doesn't really have a good personality. She's not very charming. She's demanding, and she did this. It's an amazing story. So Inventing Anna, we really enjoyed it. We finished it up last night. I think that was the last episode, but it was really good. We enjoyed it a lot. So that's it. That's it. I'm going to drink more water and treat myself to the sparkling ice. I never can remember the name of it. So thank you so much for watching. Hopefully soon I'll be back upstairs again. But anyway, thank you for watching. I sure do appreciate it. Take care. I hope this turns out. I hope this camera's okay. Talk to you all later. Bye-bye.